Hey folks, welcome back. It's Lucid. I'm by myself this time, and we're going to cast turn 50 here in NewCasting. So we're going to start with a message from Arcocephale. Well, I don't expect to be around much longer, but I wanted to explain my plan for shipping Joman as many times as many times as I can as I go down. Okay, so he's going to fight to the last. I fortified my capped circle with Valfor Flames and Stone Guardians. This will, in combination with my statue god, I hope be enough to keep my cap for a while. In the meantime, I'm furiously researching evocations to get fires from afar, so we'll start utilizing fire gems from Eternal Pyre to damage incoming armies. Ooh. Fires from afar is not a ton of damage. Probably better off summoning garbage. If I'm still alive long enough, I'll then research Conjuration far enough to summon Flame Spirits and go ham summoning mages. Okay, cool. But I mean, he probably has pretty limited options. From Joman, I've created some obscene border gore. I am ashamed. I love this term. I don't think I've ever used it, border gore. But yeah, I think he's like very spaghettified, I think is the word I use. And we have a message from Ctis. Ritual of Rebirth only works on my heroes. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I think we talked about that. I stole a firebrand for one death gem. Okay, cool. Gerald Ford claims the Throne of Earth. Very nice. Since we got our first message from Arcocephale, let's go start up here and see what's happening on this cap. It's being sieged. This fort's under siege. And generally things are not looking very good for them. Agartha patrols out a scout here with his a million PD dump and is giving the evil eye to this fort, giving the stink eye to this fort of Arco. So he hasn't really gotten very much out of the conflict. He's lost a bunch of stuff. And he's picked up 3 provinces. Better than nothing. But not a lot. The lion's share of the spoils went to Joman, even though Agartha took most of the damage so far. But, you know, I don't think that's, like, not fair or anything. It just, you know, he didn't get that much out of it, is what I'm saying. Let's come up and take a look here at Bogarus. He patrols out some guys here. He's got this throne. I'm not sure if we actually saw that battle, but... yeah, so this is kind of nice. Get some bonus MR. Actually, it's probably the worst throne for Bogarus since he doesn't really have sacreds. But this looks like, no, there's no blood hunters here. I would have thought he had a blood economy going, maybe. So he's got this fort. I wonder what his next move is. It's no longer a good time to shiv Joman. I mean, on one hand, he's going after the cap, but... this isn't really occupying that much of his attention anymore. He could probably still kill Bogarus right now. But let's see, maybe he gets a bite out of Ctis. Maybe he teams up against Caelum. I think he's a little too small to just sit here. It could be worth it to maybe get some critical blood research or something, but where's Bogarus? Maybe they can. They're not really that far out of the pack. They're at the bottom. Maybe they can sit here for a few turns. Okay. Let's take a look at the Ctis-Phalegra conflict. Kills a few Cyclops soldiers. These guys were likely stranded by an assassin. He hits this with, a mage expansion squad. We're definitely going to watch this. Oh, please tell me this guy. Yes. Oh, man. It gave him all the gear, but fails to name the commander. I mean, are we being serious now? Are we being serious? So he's done Gift of the Hair. Where did he go? Oh, here he is. Anybody can be a thug. Just remember that, guys. Anybody can be a thug. He's size 3, trampling. Like his life depended on it, about to fatigue out. Oh, I love this. This is classic. If only I could, like, if only I were caught up. If I were recording this real time, then I could actually like know what's going on well enough to like send messages to the players. I would have definitely requested that this guy be named after Agrippa. I just feel somehow that's like deeply appropriate. I just want you guys need to watch this again. Just look at this. Okay, regeneration, protection, gift of the heron enlarge, sleep cloud vine arrow. Oh, it's so beautiful. They don't even close back and kill the mages. It's so beautiful. This is maybe one of the funniest, most amazing things I've ever seen. It would only be better if it were a Marcata. Oh, that's so glorious. All right, Ctis, ride out, my friend. Ride out. The light on the 5th morning or whatever. Dawn on the 5th morning. Ride out. Allegra, getting rid of some... Oh, there's a... Looks like there's a cult of Gaia. Fertility cult. Oh, man. Okay, I think the main action this turn is going to be... Oh, I think it's going to be Lemuria and Ctis. I mean, Lemuria and Caelum. So we'll come up here and watch that. Ooh. Is that Fire Cloud? Some flame eruptions getting cast. Flaming arrows. This is a kind of cool little army. Flame eruption, doing a lot of work. Abyssea's troops, of course, basically immune. Mage's probably got a lot of the kills here. Yeah, 45 kills. Very cool. So he's got this turn. This is a great turn for Abyssea too. Pick up basically very high astral and earth with these guys. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, Abyssea could see his way. If he gets this one, he'll have 3 thrones. That'll put him as a solid contender in the game. He's rolling out over here. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder if we get to see horrors here. We know Abyssea has been doing all sorts of interesting horror experiments. This looks like it's imp summoning. He's casting healing light. Huh. I guess the imps just ruined these guys. What was the plan from Om? I'm guessing Iron Blizzard. Yeah, okay. Iron Skin would have been good. I like to add that to my scripts, especially if they're going alone. I mean, even if it wasn't imps, even if it was just other things. If there were imps and they had Iron Skin, they might have been able to, like, you know, kill the imps pretty quickly with Iron Blizzard. Oh my goodness. Alright, get out the popcorn. Get out the popcorn. Not a lot of mage support. I think we have more mage support on the side of Om. Okay, we've got flaming arrows out. So that's pretty high tech. Om probably wishing he had flaming arrows for that that Lemuria fight way back when. Seeing Iron Darts come up, but not Iron Blizzards. We know he has it researched, but he hasn't upgraded his script here. So that's a little bit of a zinger. These guys are going to disintegrate. Yep. Lance charges down. Ooh, it's spicy. I mean, Om wins this, right? Yeah. He's got decent mage support. And in general, like, these guys, I think, cost 20 gold. I think these guys cost 10. And they have pretty comparable stats. So you're usually happy doing that trade all day long. Will the mages get away? Not that one. Doesn't look like this one either. Okay, Yeah, Abyssea gets spanked here. We see decent script from Om. Let's take a look again and see what the Astral Mages were doing for Om, because he brought a lot of them. So he's communioning up and spamming out Mind Burn. So it's a Mind Burn communion. Okay. How many kills did they get? Not many. It's not super effective. But, you know, great win for Om. This was what he needs to kind of get back on his feet and stabilize. He tries to take... Oh, yes, I love this. I think we may have one of the epic 1 PD defenses from Lemuria. These are kind of rare, but they can happen. Does he have all in his bless? I forget. No. Defense 3, though. Okay. You have to get pretty lucky with this. He probably has to get like an immediate fear check. Yeah, I guess Frighten. That was very lucky. If you have all, it becomes a lot easier. I was kind of thinking at one point, like, how do you make a Lemuria build that's entirely focused on making the 1 PD defense good? So you'd like add some protection. You can add all. Maybe you stack defense up some, or, you know, even quickness potentially. Because these guys have a life drain attack. But yeah, I don't know. Indy's coming after Lemuria. This fort's under siege. Scouts. All right. I mean, while the wheels, I think, are fully off of the Ulm cart, it does seem he has a turn of stability, and he has all the Ghoul Guardians here ready to fight Abyssea. They don't really do great against, like, crossbows, but I think he has the numbers here. I'm actually putting my money on Ulm in this particular matchup versus this army. But we're going to have to see where the army goes. Does it go into the swamp where it might starve? Does it march this way into the army? Does it retreat back into the fort? Hard to know such things. And I don't want to ruin any Lemuria Caelum battles, so we're going to watch these from the report. Small raiding contingent. These guys have been very annoying. Now, it's possible they could have killed him, but with Horde Skeletons, they didn't kill him fast enough, and these guys have really high defense. So, here he kills a couple of the Storm Guards and some PD. And then we have Caelum attacking here. Is Caelum rolling out again? Small contingent on raiding duties. This should work. Okay. Doesn't even lose anything. Very nice. And then we have Lemuria attacking Caelum. Is this a thug? No. You can thug these guys out because they have regen and decent base HP. And good morale. And then we have Caelum attacking here. Very small squad, but just a tiny bit of PD. This should work. Oh, I forgot about Dust to Dust, though. Okay, that was actually close to not working. Okay. Yeah, when he gets us around like that, it works pretty well. So, sent one of the Grand Lemurs home. Let's see if he had any items. It's still really nice to send him home. It's also really trivial for Caelum to curse them, and that's not a bad thing to do, if it's easy for you to do. It's not a huge deal, especially when they have recuperation, but it's worth the death gem, I'd say. Cool. So, no battles. No big one. Caelum there's only 11 supplies here, so this is, again, this weird supply interaction. where if he doesn't fully cover his supply, if he's over even by like 10, then like half his army will starve. If he's over by 50, like, you know, almost his entire army will starve. So hopefully he has the supply items and can roll out. And yeah, there's a ton of guys here. Presumably, the other thing is he ready for Foul Vapors? And he could be. You know, the only way to counter Foul Vapors isn't Serpent's Blessing. He could just do, like, have a Storm Staff, right? So his guys can fly and these guys can't. I forget if all these guys can fly in storms. And do summon Air Power and drop Thunder Strikes. Sure, you'll have some attrition, but you maybe put poison resistance items on your big mages, or you life after death, or you Twiceborn, and you just YOLO. But he can kill this army, especially with Thunder Strikes and this many birds, assuming he gets the morale issues fixed. He could kill them in like 4 or 5 turns. It's not going to be a ton of damage from Foul Vapors. Of course, you know, I'm making this more simple than it is. There's counterplay for Lemuria, but if that's all it is, Foul Vapors and Rigor Mortis aren't going to do that much. Lemuria would have to have other things they're doing. Darkness would change the math a lot. They would still kill these guys, but it would take a long while. It would now take like 10 or 15 turns, maybe, with Darkness up. And that changes a lot of the math. Some of these guys are going to die. Means it might even take a bit longer. Anyway. I think that's probably about it. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything. I kind of want to speed through these. All right, we'll see on turn 51. All right, and we've got turn 51 here. Let's see, we've got Lemuria attacking Caelum. There's another small raiding contingent, these 2 Grand Lemurs. It looks like they're just going to have their way. Wherever they go. Did they march into attack? Oh yeah, they're right here. Okay. Does Caelum mobilize? Okay, this looks kind of interesting. So we've got a consul against a decent number of guys. Is the consul equipped? No, but he's cursed. But he has unequaled obesity because he's a lucky motherfucker. The consul might be able to tank everybody here. Does he have a Dust to Dust caster? Don't think so. So this is going to be dicey. I think Lemuria wins this. I think he'll kill everything with this consul. Might get a rout. Lemuria should be routed now. I don't think he's going to kill this guy. Yep. Close. It's kind of why you want a Dust to Dust caster. They're really simple for, and they're going to be good in general, right? Like, they're going to kill ghosts. They're really going to help with... You really just want it as part of your counter rating. Okay, let's see if Lemuria, or if Caelum rides out here. No, it's a small contingent. All right, yoink. And then, do they ride out here? Nope, just retaking lands. So he's kind of done... there were some we'll call it tactical, but they're more logistical mistakes that Caelum's made here with Lemuria in terms of just the supply items. But really, there's no reason to stay here because either you fix the supply issue. If you have, you need to roll out. Or you haven't, in which case you need to move to a province that has supply. So... Don't know, and the ghosts are just kind of piling up. I don't love this. The other thing that's like a strategic problem that he's making now is you don't really fight Lemuria to fight them. Like, he's not getting anything from this war, it's costing him. You fight them to kill them. Some nations you can be okay jousting, like it might be profitable or something. Not the case here. Okay. We also don't see a lot of troops reinforcing. Not exactly sure what's happening there, why that's the case, but I mean, I guess there's some back here. So we'll have to see. The other thing he could maybe look to do is like magic phase attack these guys. It'd be nice to just send them home. They're causing so much havoc. You can magic phase attack them with either a thug, like we were talking about, or with just air elemental casters, or a thug and air elemental casters. The air elementals will clear the long dead, and the thug can kill these guys. So there's a bunch of different ways to handle it, but it'd be nice to send them home. Though while they're in a lab, they can technically magic phase out, so this would not be a turn you would probably choose to target them with a magic phase attack. Though not everybody here can magic phase. All right, let's come up and look at Abyssea and Om. So Abyssea marched into the swamp. This army's probably starving. This would be a great turn to take a fight, because they'll probably have lowered morale for the next fight. So I think you just all in for the defense here, and I think Om will probably win it, based on what we've seen so far. Itimu, oh. So he's got the Bloodhoff here. And a lot of mages, but not many troops. That's a dangerous combination. Now, Iron Blizzard's very good against Lemuria. Like, very good. I'm not... Oh, we have a showdown, the Bloodhoff, 2 Immortals. So this guy's here as well. Timu has an Ice Sword, which I think is a downgrade for him. Be good to put the Ice Sword on this guy, where it'd be an upgrade, and he gets a Bane Blade. So this guy's got regen and he's got Soul Vortex, so he's healing very quickly. There's a console here these Y-handers cannot manage. Looks like they're about to get him. Okay, they got 1 console down. God, they just cannot hit him. Heroic ability 4 defense. The Chillar seems to be doing some work here as well. And they're decently high fatigue, which is going to further lower their effective attack score. Honestly, Advance and Cast, they would probably do it. If they got close, they would just start shotgunning these dudes. But they're going to not cast Iron Blizzard back here, which is kind of what you want them to cast, because there's going to be too much friendly fire. Now that people are running, they'll probably Iron Blizzard again. Okay, the console's dead. The Immortal Showdown. The slap fight that has lasted literally the entire battle. It's like a disco party. They're having like a dance-off. Look at this shit. You can't make this up. Oh man, that's so rich. Battle time's out. Om was attacking, that's why he lost. Battle time's out. Attackers run. That's really funny. I think Advance and Cast would have won it here for Om. In total, Om lost some priests he cares about. These guys get sent home, and Lemuria lost a bit of chaff. This is a pretty important win for Lemuria. Not like decisive or anything, but significant. Raiding here with this guy. Okay, I mean, Om's showing he's still, like, staying in here. If he loses this fight versus Abyssea, he's out of the game. But I think he's going to win this fight. I think he's going to win it. He may not, but I have a feeling. I'm betting on Om on this one. You know, Abyssea has shown the ability to do some spooky things like call horror and stuff like that. Guardians do okay against Tars, but maybe he does some really Jedi thing. That would be really cool. We'll have to see. Kills a Hawkmeister and a few... Oh, man. These guys only killed a few tiny things. How did that happen? I wonder if they got the commander... the commander early. Oh, it's Caelum. This is who did the deed. It's just area of effect 1, soul slaying everybody with 31 defense. Oh, lightning reflexes. That's like one of the best things to get on Caelum. Wow. Yeah, where is he? Yeah, 7 kills. He killed basically all the Black Templar. Okay. Covered that column. Let's take a look at Joman. Not too much. He's just sieging these guys down. Ooh, Agartha. Hello, big sexy. Look at this man. Look who woke up. This is what Agartha's been getting ready for. His super defensive mindset, defense-oriented play. Really waiting for this badass to come out. He's going to go ahead and claim the inner throne here. Get some blood income. Get some extra order scales. And I think it's about to turn it on. He's sitting on top of this Arco fort. Oh, this is another labbed fort too. So he's got labs in 2 of his forts now. And there's going to be a lab here, so he might get some decent mage production going. We'll have to see. So that's that. We've looked at Caelum. We've looked at Joman, at Bogarus, who seems to be hanging out. Ctis and Phlegra. A scout. Independence attacking. Ctis, truly channeling Grippa here, has an immense military advantage in this region, but is sitting in his capital. That's kind of funny. All right. Cool. And I think that's it for this turn and probably for this episode. Tune in next time. I'm really excited to see what happens here with Ctis and Caelum. I'm rooting for Caelum here. I hope he just delivers it. But I'm worried. The fact that he's sitting here concerns me gravely. Because either he has the supply items or he doesn't. In either case, he needs to leave this province, but he's sitting here. So, we'll see. Until next time, take care, folks.